Hey there, what is up? So today I want to talk to you about getting into God's presence, which for me is one of the most important, powerful parts of my relationship with Christ. And I didn't always know what it looked like to be in his presence. I mean, I don't know why I'm air quoting, but to be in his presence. I didn't know how to do it, how it looked, if I was doing it wrong, if it had to be in a certain place. So I just want to talk to you about it because people say getting into his presence, but I don't think it's really explained a lot. So just from my perspective, what it means and looks like to me to get into his presence. And I hope that somebody watching this can find inspiration or encouragement from this, and just wanted to talk to you about it. So I used to think that being in God's presence was sitting in your room with the lights off, or just sitting in your room quiet with worship music playing and just sitting there and like almost just being like kind of thing, which is amazing to do as well. I'm not bashing any of these things that I'm giving as examples. It's not bashing or anything. It's just what I thought was the only way to do it. But in my opinion, the place to get into God's presence is where you feel him the most and where you feel you're most comfortable. So for some people, that could be sitting in your room in stillness with him. For me, a lot of the time being in God's presence is sitting in my car. That is my safe space. That is my happy place, mainly parked like outside of my house. And just sitting there, especially at night, I don't know, there's just something about sitting in your car at night that's just so peaceful and just so supportive. It sounds weird, but you know how you have like those the best conversations you have with people are at like 2 a.m. sitting in the front of your house in your car with someone just talking. That to me is my safe space with God. And I didn't used to do it because I thought that was wrong. I thought that the only place I could be in his presence was in a church building during worship or in my room doing worship, which again, both are incredible places and they're still in God's presence. But I want to talk more about where you feel God's presence the most. I just want to encourage you to just get in it wherever it is. It doesn't have to be where everyone else's quiet time is with the Lord. It can be wherever you want it to be, wherever you feel God speaking and ministering to you the most. It can be anywhere. It could be at the beach. It could be, by a river. It could be at a park. It could be in your backyard. It can be in your room, in your car, anywhere. But I just want to encourage you to get into his presence because it is so sweet and it is so powerful. And it's like your one-on-one time with God, and he can minister to your heart. You can lay things down at his feet. You can have an encounter with him. And I just don't think it's talked about a lot about being where you can be in his presence. I feel like a lot of people just assume, at least I know I did, I assumed that it was like in your room, or you had to find a space like in your closet, like in the war room. And I just want to encourage you to find that place where you feel the most safe and secure and give that space to God and just let him know. Just tell him, God, this is your space. This is where I want to meet you. This is where I want to be with you. This is where I want to have conversations with you, and I want to love on you and you to love on me, and I want us to grow a relationship here, because that's what you do in a relationship is you grow and you talk and you get better, you be better. So I was just thinking about that on my way home because I was having worship in my car on a drive, and I just felt his presence so strong in the car. And I was thinking about it, I was like, I really do feel his presence the most here in my car. This is where I can get quiet time. I can get solace. Is that the word? Solace. I can get like peace and quiet in my car. And I felt God so strong in my car on my drive home, just worshiping him. And I was like, I hope people know that they can have this, that they can feel his presence in a moving vehicle, in a parked car, in wherever. And I just want to encourage you with that he is everywhere. He can reach you anywhere. And it doesn't have to be how the world or other people tell you it has to be. Talk to God and have God tell you where he wants to meet you, or where you feel him the most. That's where he wants to meet you. And so I hope this was encouraging to somebody. I hope this helped somebody. And go get in his presence. Turn this off. Go to that place, wherever it is, where you feel the most at peace and safe, and just go sit with him, because it will change your life, especially if you do it all the time. Go do it right now. Like right now. Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye now so you can go and do it. I love you. You're so loved. God loves you so much. And I will see you in my next one.